In the shadowy streets of Bangkok, a terrifying legend circulates among those who dare to walk alone at night. They whisper of a girl named Matylda, her beauty hiding a malevolent darkness that only reveals itself to those unlucky enough to cross her path. The locals know to avoid the alleyways where she is said to dwell, but outsiders unaware of the danger often fall prey to the demon within her. Matylda was once an innocent child, born into a world of poverty and neglect. Her life was a constant struggle, and she learned early on that the world had no mercy for the weak. Abandoned by those who should have protected her, Matylda was left to fend for herself on the brutal streets. But something within her broke, and she was consumed by a deep, seething rage. The pain and hatred festered until it transformed her into something more than human, something far more dangerous. By day, she appears as a lost, sorrowful girl, her eyes filled with a haunting emptiness that draws in the compassionate and the curious. But by night, Matylda's true form is revealed. Her eyes burn with an unnatural red light, her face contorted into a mask of rage and bloodlust, her once innocent features now twisted and deformed. Matylda becomes the demon that Bangkok fears. Men who encounter her are lured by her innocent facade, only to be met with a swift and brutal end. She kills with a ferocity that defies her small frame, her hands as sharp as blades, her strength fueled by centuries of rage. Blood flows freely on the cobblestones, and the air is filled with the dying screams of those who made the fatal mistake of approaching her. Matylda's wrath knows no bounds. She hunts relentlessly, her hatred for the men who once wronged her spilling over into every encounter. She carves her way through the city, leaving a trail of carnage in her wake. The police find bodies mutilated beyond recognition, their faces twisted in fear, as if they saw death itself before the end. Yet no one can catch Matylda. She moves through the shadows like a ghost, her presence felt only in the moments before she strikes. The city's residents grow more fearful by the day, their whispers growing louder as the body count rises. They know she cannot be stopped, for she is no longer human. Matylda is a demon, born from the suffering and neglect of a world that turned its back on her. As the sun sets over Bangkok, the streets fall silent, and those who know the stories lock their doors tight. But for the unwary, the night is just beginning, and Matylda waits patiently in the darkness, ready to claim another victim. The legend of Matylda, the demon of Bangkok, is passed down from one generation to the next, a cautionary tale of the dangers lurking in the city's forgotten corners. And though many dismiss it as a ghost story, those who know better live in constant fear, for Matylda is still out there, waiting for the next unfortunate soul to cross her path. In the end, it's not just the men who should fear her, it's everyone. Matylda's rage knows no bounds, and she will not rest until she has taken revenge on a world that left her to rot. And as the darkness deepens, her legend grows, feeding the terror that grips the heart of Bangkok, making even the bravest of men think twice before venturing out after dark. So if you are in Bangkok and looking for a girl on the street, watch out for Matylda. She is there!